Hey, good morning, or good afternoon, or whatever. I'm recording this a little bit later than your week 2 lesson drop because I had somebody request step-by-steps and lots of examples. So this is just like a bonus lesson. Also, I was dumb and I started my washer before this. So there's some gross noises in the background that I can't fix, but hopefully it's either too far away to hear or not annoying. Or you're okay with it. I don't know. So I have here just my long notepad and my face and examples on my board or on my screen. So, oh, where'd they go? They're there. So what we're going to do is just go through examples. And these are from the student journal and Big Ideas, which is something we don't have, but I could give you access to if you really wanted it. It's like a giant booklet instead of a notebook. I don't like it. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. And I'm going to, actually I should give you, I'm going to do a bigger notepad because I really want to show you all the steps. And I want to do them like side by side. I still see that? Yes. Okay, so the goal of this week was solving by graphing. And I was crossing my fingers that graphing in class made sense enough, but it was also right before this times change and like a month and a half ago now. So I was silly. I was so silly. So let's do it. What we want is this is generally in standard form, which was how we graph in standard form. By the way, I uploaded my little graphs to the Google Classroom. You can print them out, and there's like a sheet of 12 of them, I think. You can cut them out if you want to, but I'm just going to keep drawing because I'm going to assume that I'm like most of you and don't have a printer. I actually have one, but I want to like pretend like I don't. So what we do is we first of all find the y-intercept. So I don't know. I need an equation. X squared minus 3x plus 5. So I find the y-intercept. That's the very last number. So the y-intercept in this case is 0, 5. So I'm going to put that point here. How do I don't, you know, some people have really cool editing. I'm just doing this live to me because I don't know how to edit. I would just fast forward that part. Do it for me. Okay, so 0, 5. And then what we're going to do is find the middle line, which is the axis of symmetry. And I don't feel like writing it all out, but that's what it is. It's that line down the middle. Line down the middle. So what we do is we do negative b divided by 2 times a. And in this case, a is 1, b is negative 3, c is 5. Okay, so we're going to do negative 3 divided by 2 times 1. Well, negative 3, I picked a really bad one to graph. Negative 3 is a positive 3, and 2 times 1 is 2. So that's 1.5. I always pick these to be even numbers, but I didn't even think about it this time. So 1.5, and then I draw the line. And then I'm going to plug in that half to find the vertex. So I have 1.5 squared minus 3 times 1.5 plus 5. I don't know what 1.5 squared is. Please pause. Don't pause, I mean. Fast forward. Get my calculator open. 1.5 times 1.5 is 2.25. 3 times 1.5. Well, if I have $1.50, that's like $4.50. So minus 4, 0.5, and then plus 5. Well, then if I do 2.25, y'all, you better appreciate what I'm doing for you right now. If I do 2.25 minus 4.5, I get negative 2.25. And if I add 5 to that, I get 2.75. If I was a less brave math teacher, I'd have just ripped this out and started it again. 2.75. And then the other thing that we know is that it's on the other side of the line as well. So, like here. For last chapter, I made you find more points. For this chapter, 3 is enough, because that was from 8.3, 8.4. I don't even remember anymore. But what we're looking for in this chapter, so this is the new part. This is the part just from 9.2. The new part is to find the x-intercepts. And that's when we mean mug it. We look at the graph and we see where, let me see if I can highlight. This highlighter didn't work last time I used it on this stream. We're looking for where this graph meets this line. And I'm going to get my black off my marker down here. We're going to see where this graph meets this line. Does this graph meet this line? Girl, no. Put that away. So in this case, there are no x-intercepts, so it's no solution. Okay. Hopefully that helps, but I'm going to do at least one more, and I'm going to make sure it's even. Oh, here's where it gets fun, right? Okay. No, I'm just going to flip this paper over. Pause it if you need it. Okay, so we're going to solve. Is that even? That's so even. Negative x squared equals negative 2x plus 1. Beautiful. Is that one going to work? That one might be no solution too. 2x minus 6. I'm trying to do it in my head. Just super weird. Okay, wait, no. Let's not do this one. Let's do negative x squared equals negative x minus 12. Beautiful. Let's solve this problem. I'm going to solve this by graphing, because that right now is technically my only option that I know, but there's more options that we tell you later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move everything to one side. I don't care if I move everything to this side or everything to this side, because there's more stuff over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add the x squared over here. So I get 0 equals x squared minus x minus 12. So we move everything to one side. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to graph y equals x squared minus x minus 12. So I'm going to change it to be a y equals. So I have my thing. Alright. Good thing I don't have a real graph on here, because negative 12 is going to be kind of far down. So that's the same things. It's my y-intercept, which is at negative 12. It was at like negative 11, so I threw in an extra one. It's going to bother me. Okay. That's finding the y-intercept. It's finding the axis of symmetry. So I do negative b over 2a. A is 1. B is negative 1. So I do negative negative 1 divided by 2 times 1. Negative negative 1 is a positive 1. 2 times 1 is 2. It happened again. I'm so mad right now. So that's 1/2. Ew. Ew. Why am I doing this to myself? And then 1/2 squared minus 1/2 minus 12. That's 1/4. 1/4 minus 1/2 is negative 1/4. So that's negative 12 1/4. So it's just a little bit further down. So we flipped it. That's the vertex. And then here's the really gross part. It's going to be 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 4. So this is negative 12 1/4. I'm going to go over 1, up. Why did it do this? Oh, it's because it's on 1/2. Here's the thing that I don't want to deal with. These are the 2 points. Guys, I should just erase this part because it's kind of gross. It's going to go up here. I know where it's going to hit because I'm factoring it in my head, because factoring finds the x-intercepts pretty easily, right? Negative 4 and 3. So I know it should hit at 4 and negative 3. That's just what I know. But I don't know how to show you on this graph. So maybe I don't. Maybe you watching this gives you a leg up on the competition, and you know you can factor it now. Because sometimes it's not easy to graph. Maybe that's what I'm doing now, is I'm giving you other tools. Nothing I gave you on the homework is this gross, so I don't even know why I'm doing it. All the homework options are even middles, because I hate odd middles, and I just did it again to myself. Seriously though, I feel like I'm going in circles right now, and I'm not helping you, but here's the key. You asked for steps, I did the steps. I just picked bad graphs. Try the steps on the normal graphs, and it'll be okay. And if you want to, why not use this? You get a bonus for watching this video anyways. There's your bonus information. That's what we're going to do at the very end, and I like that method the best anyways. Alright, well, I'm going to stop rambling. Hey, have a great week.